Starlink, for those who might not know, is a satellite internet constellation project by SpaceX, aiming to provide high-speed, low-latency internet access to remote and underserved areas around the globe. But it's not just about getting a better and faster internet connection. It's about the business opportunity it opens for entrepreneurial minds like yours. Today, we're going to explore 10 exciting business ideas centered around Starlink itself that could help you turn this cutting-edge technology into a profitable venture. Let's start with our first business idea. Top 1, the neighborhood internet provider. Let's say you're living in a residential compound with several neighbors, all struggling with slow, unreliable internet. You decide to take a bold step and invest in a Starlink setup. But here's where it gets interesting. Instead of keeping all that high-speed goodness to yourself, you decide to share Starlink fast-speed internet with your neighborhood. Here's how it works. You set up your Starlink dish and router, then offer to share your connection with your neighbors for a monthly fee. Let's say you charge $30 per month per household. If you have just 4 neighbors signing up, that's $120 a month. Subtract your $110 monthly Starlink subscription, and you're not only getting free internet for yourself, but also pocketing a cool $10 every month. But the benefits go beyond just the money. You're building community, solving a common problem, and potentially even increasing property values in your area. It's a win-win situation for everyone involved. Now, before you rush out to become your neighborhood's internet provider, there are a few things to consider. First, make sure you're not violating any terms of service with Starlink. Second, consider the technical aspects. You might need to invest in additional networking equipment to ensure a stable connection for everyone. And finally, think about customer service. Are you prepared to be the person everyone calls when the internet goes down? Moving on to our second business idea, the Starlink installation service. As Starlink expands its coverage, most especially in Africa, more and more people are going to be looking to get their dishes set up. But not everyone is comfortable climbing up on their roof or figuring out the best placement for optimal signal strength. This is where you come in. Starting a Starlink installation service could be a lucrative business opportunity, especially if you live in an area with poor traditional internet infrastructure. You could offer not just installation, but also troubleshooting, maintenance, and even consulting services to help people get the most out of their Starlink connection. To get started, you'll need to familiarize yourself with the Starlink equipment and best practices for installation. You might also want to invest in some basic tools and safety equipment. As for pricing, you could charge a flat rate per installation or offer different packages based on the complexity of the job. One of the great things about this business idea is that it has relatively low startup costs. Your main investments will be in tools, transportation, and perhaps some marketing to get the word out about your services. Let's move on to our third idea, the rural internet cafe. Now this one's for those of you with an entrepreneurial spirit and a passion for community building. Just imagine a cozy cafe in a rural town, offering not just great coffee and snacks, but also high-speed internet access powered by Starlink. In many rural areas, reliable high-speed internet is still a luxury. By setting up a Starlink-powered internet cafe, you're not just starting a business, you're providing a valuable service to your community. Students can come to study and do research, remote workers can use it as a co-working space, and it can become a hub for local digital literacy initiatives. To make this work, you'll need to invest in a commercial Starlink package, which offers higher speeds and can support more users. You'll also need to think about the cafe aspect equipment, supplies, staff, and all the other elements that go into running a successful food service business. The beauty of this idea is its versatility. Depending on your community's needs, you could expand your services to include things like printing, tech support, or even classes on digital skills. It's not just a business, it's a way to bridge the digital divide and make a real difference in your community. Now let's explore our fourth business idea, the Starlink-powered food truck. Here's a twist on the traditional food truck business that could set you apart from the competition. Imagine a food truck that not only serves delicious meals, but also provides high-speed internet access to its customers. This could be particularly appealing in areas where internet access is limited or unreliable. Customers could come for the food and stay for the internet, using your truck as a mobile workstation or entertainment hub. To make this work, you'd need to invest in a Starlink setup that's suitable for mobile use. You'd also need to consider power supply, perhaps a generator or a robust battery system. The key here is to create a unique value proposition that sets you apart from other food trucks. This idea combines the growing trends of remote work, digital nomadism, and the ever-popular food truck scene. It's a business that could attract a diverse customer base and potentially command premium prices for the unique combination of services you're offering. Moving on to our fifth business idea. Top 5, the Starlink consultant. As Starlink becomes more widespread, there's going to be a growing need for experts who understand the technology inside and out. This is where the Starlink consultant comes in. As a Starlink consultant, your job would be to help individuals and businesses make informed decisions about adopting Starlink technology. This could involve conducting site surveys to determine the best placement for Starlink Dash, advising on the potential return on investment, helping clients navigate the ordering and setup process, and providing ongoing support and troubleshooting. To succeed in this role, you'd need to become a true expert on all things Starlink. This means staying up to date with the latest developments, understanding the technical aspects of the system, and being able to explain complex concepts in simple terms. The great thing about this business idea is that it can be started with minimal upfront investment. Your main assets will be your knowledge and expertise. You could offer your services remotely via video calls or travel to clients' locations for on-site consultations. Now let's explore our sixth business idea. 6. The Starlink Reseller. While Starlink currently sells directly to consumers, there might be opportunities in the future for authorized resellers. This business model would involve purchasing Starlink equipment in bulk and reselling it to customers in your area. The advantage of this model is that you could offer value-added services along with the equipment. For example, you could bundle installation services, provide local customer support, or offer financing options to make the initial investment more accessible for your customers. To make this work, you'd need to build a strong relationship with Starlink and demonstrate your ability to effectively market and support their products. You'd also need to consider logistics, how you'll store and distribute the equipment, how you'll handle returns and warranties, and so on. This business idea could be particularly appealing if you're already in a related field, such as electronics retail or IT services. It could be a great way to diversify your offerings and tap into the growing demand for high-speed internet solutions. Moving on to our seventh idea, the Starlink-powered vacation rental. If you own property in a scenic but remote location, Starlink could be your ticket to creating a unique and appealing vacation rental. Many travelers today expect high-speed internet even when they're getting away from it all. By equipping your vacation property with Starlink, you can offer the best of both worlds, a secluded retreat with all the connectivity of home. This could be especially appealing for digital nomads, remote workers, or anyone who wants to stay connected while enjoying a change of scenery. You could market your property as a work-from-anywhere paradise, perfect for extended stays. To make this work, you'd need to invest in a robust Starlink setup and ensure that the internet connection is reliable and easy for guests to use. You might also want to create a comfortable workspace within the property to cater to remote workers. The beauty of this idea is that it allows you to command premium rates for your vacation rental, potentially significantly increasing your return on investment. Let's move on to our eighth business idea, the Starlink Education Center. Education is increasingly moving online, but many students in rural or underserved areas struggle with inadequate internet access. A Starlink-powered education center could help bridge this gap. The idea here is to create a space where students can come to access high-speed internet for online classes, research, and studying. You could offer individual workstations, group study rooms, and even provide tutoring services or classes on digital skills. To make this work, you'd need a space large enough to accommodate multiple students, a commercial Starlink package, and a robust local network setup. You might also want to invest in computers or tablets for students who don't have their own devices. This business not only has the potential to be profitable, but also makes a significant positive impact on your community by improving access to educational resources. Top 9. Building a billion-dollar company from Starlink in Africa. You could build a billion-dollar company from it depending on your vision in life. You'll need just one professional installer and a helper assigned to him, a female secretary, and yourself as the business owner. Good luck. Here's what I observed. Most of the buyers didn't purchase the Starlink internet rental business plan just because they loved the idea. They bought it because I was the one selling it. Meanwhile, Expansive will cover the acquisition of Starlink kits, installation equipment, office setup, staffing, and more. And here, break-even point is estimated to be within 4 to 6 months. However, considering the unstable nature of most African countries, I estimate it could extend to 1 to 2 years of profit turnover, depending on customer acquisition rates and operational efficiency. And finally, the last business idea. Top 10, the Starlink-powered drone service. This one's for the tech enthusiasts out there. As drones become more prevalent in various industries, from agriculture to filmmaking, there's a growing need for reliable communication with these unmanned aerial vehicles, especially in remote areas. A Starlink-powered drone service could offer enhanced capabilities for drone operations in areas where traditional cellular networks are unreliable. This could be particularly useful for applications like crop monitoring, search and rescue operations, or aerial cinematography in remote locations. To make this work, you'd need expertise in drone technology as well as Starlink systems. You'd also need to stay on top of regulations regarding drone operations and potentially obtain necessary certifications. This is perhaps the most futuristic of our business ideas, but it illustrates the potential for innovative applications of Starlink technology beyond simple internet access. And there you have it, an exciting business ideas centered around Starlink technology. From becoming a neighborhood internet provider to launching a mobile education center, the possibilities are truly exciting. Remember, as with any business venture, it's important to do your due diligence. Research your market, understand the regulatory and industry competition, and carefully consider the costs and potential returns before diving in. If you're serious about starting a business around Starlink, you might want to consider setting up a proper business entity. And here's some good news. Our sponsor, Bizee Company, can help you register your company for free. You only pay the state filing fees, allowing you to focus on growing and scaling your Starlink-powered business. Check out the link in the description below to learn more. We're living in exciting times, folks. Technologies like Starlink are opening up new possibilities and leveling the playing field for entrepreneurs everywhere. Whether you're in a bustling city or a remote rural area, there are opportunities out there waiting to be seized. What do you think about these business ideas? Do you see yourself starting a Starlink-powered venture? Let us know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more content on innovative business ideas and emerging technologies. Thanks for watching, and until next time, keep innovating and stay connected.